Hey book buddies, and welcome back to another episode of Sarah's Reviewing Books. And in this episode I'm going to be reviewing The Eye of the World, book 1 in the Wheel of Time series by Robert Jordan. My friend Eden and I are technically buddy reading these books because we buddy watched the show, so like, why not? This is a long book with a lot of words on each page. It is an epic fantasy. It took me a ridiculous amount of time to read this. Like, I started reading this on the 9th of July and I finished reading it on the 26th of August. That is how long it took me to read this. I don't know why. It just took me a really long time to get me into it, but I found it is kind of what happens when I read almost any epic fantasy. It is a classic first book in an epic fantasy where it's just full of world building and all that kind of stuff, which makes the story seem really slow, and in places it kind of stopped and started because of that world building. It is a heck of a beginning of an adventure. So much happens in this, and it's only book 1 of 14. There is a lot of world building. Like I said, you do get to know the settings, the characters, the history, all of that. It's quite a big world that this is set in, so you don't quite get to know like everything, but where they are and along the way on their journey you do learn quite a bit. I found the characters quite interesting. They each have their own stories, their own difficulties, and their own growth throughout this book. It's well written. It does draw you into the story, like, and ignite your curiosity. Like, I'm very curious on one, how this is 14 books, but also what's going to happen and how it's going to happen throughout the whole series. Once I did get into it, I was consistently curious and thinking about it when I wasn't reading it and wanting to know what was going to happen. It did just take me a little bit to get into it. It leaves you with so many questions at the end of it. Like, like so many things needed to be answered, and there's so many questions. Not a bad thing. Definitely makes you want to immediately pick up book 2 and start reading it, which I think is a good thing because I was worried that that was something I was going to struggle with this series. It's good. I enjoyed it. There are some differences to the series, but I will talk about that in a different episode. I rated this book a 3.5 out of 5 stars. If you're a fantasy lover, you definitely have to give it a go.